Welcome everyone. In this session we're going to cover how to choose a web browser and then set up your favorites or bookmarks. Now, of course, the three most popular web browsers are Internet Explorer, Chrome, and Firefox, but they all pretty much function the same way, so really it's your choice as to which one you want to use. For this demonstration I'm going to be using Internet Explorer because that's definitely on all of your machines already. Now, it's really important when working efficiently on your computer that you set favorites or bookmarks in some web browsers to go back to those sites that you visit frequently. Now, there's going to be several sites that you visit on a daily basis at NIST, so we're going to get those set up and we're going to get those organized so they're easy to get back to when you need them. So to access your favorites in Internet Explorer, you're going to want to click on this little star icon right up here at the top of the screen. Now, you'll notice you'll get a little menu that pops up here. There's already some folders in here that Microsoft has put in. If you have any of those and you don't want to use them, we're going to go ahead and delete those because it's all about staying organized and keeping it together. So anything you don't need in here should probably be deleted. I'm going to go ahead and click up here on this little arrow and go to Organize Favorites. Now that's going to open up another window and we can go in and take out some of these folders that we really don't need. So just click and highlight, hit delete, and hit yes. And let's get rid of some of these extra things we don't really want. The favorites bar I'm going to leave because that's a really important feature that I'm going to talk about in just a moment. The favorites bar is actually a really nice feature in Internet Explorer. It's this area right through here, and it's an area where you can keep all of your most frequently visited websites. Things like the NIST website, the portal, Veracross. You're going to want to put those here because those are sites you're going to visit on a daily basis, and you don't want to have to go digging through menus to find them. If you don't see this little area right here, go ahead and right-click on the top of your browser and make sure that favorites bar is checked. You see, if it's unchecked, it goes away. To get it back, I right-click and I hit favorites bar again, and here it is. Now again, it looks like Microsoft has put something on my favorites bar I don't really want there called Web Slice Gallery. I don't really know what that is. If you see anything on your favorites bar that you don't want, go ahead and right-click on it and hit delete and it goes away. So now I have a nice clean favorites bar that I can start putting some really important sites into. And I'm going to start with the NIST website. So I'm going to go to www.nist.ac.th. And then I'm going to get to the NIST website. I'm going to go ahead and enter the site, and this is the page I want to bookmark here. Okay, this is a page you'll be coming to all the time, and it's got a lot of really important information and links. So it's definitely something that's worthy of putting on the favorites bar. So to add this site to my favorites bar, I need to come up here to this star icon, and when I click on it, you'll have a little menu right here. The first option is Add to Favorites. If I select that, that's going to add it to my favorites menu, but will not be on my favorites bar. So you want to click on this arrow next to Add to Favorites, and we're going to add it directly to the favorites bar, and you'll see it pops up right here. By the way, I should take a second to mention that if you're using Google Chrome as your browser, they are called bookmarks, not favorites. And this area is called the bookmarks bar, but it works in exactly the same fashion. Now, another nice feature of using the bar for your bookmarks or favorites is that you can drag and drop links directly onto it to add them. So I'm on the NIST website right now, and I know that the portal is one area that I'm going to be going to on a regular basis. So I can click and hold and drag it directly onto the bar, and when I drop it on, it'll make a link directly to the portal. Now, sometimes you may not like the names that pop up when you drop it onto the bar. If you want to change those, it's very easy to do. You can right-click on it and then go to Rename. For example, I'm going to rename this to NIST Portal to make it a little bit more descriptive. The main thing is that everything is functional, that you can get to it easily and that it's labeled intuitively. So if you don't like the name that automatically pops up, you can always change that. I'm going to go ahead and add Veracross as well because that's obviously a very important site. If I want to reorganize my bookmarks or favorites, I can click and drag them and change the order. Okay, so remember the favorites bar or bookmarks bar is really only for those sites you visit on a regular basis, daily, maybe a couple of times a week. The rest of your bookmarks are going to be in your bookmarks or favorites menu. So let's say, for example, you really like the site about.com. Let's say you use that website for a lot of research in your schoolwork, but you don't use it every day. You don't even use it every week. You go ahead and click on the star button and you can add it to your favorites list. When you click on Add to Favorites, you're going to get a menu that pops up. It lets you change the name. So this says about.com do more. I'm just going to change it to about.com, make it a little bit simpler. I can also select where I want to put that bookmark or favorite. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and add. Now remember, one of our slogans for this year is keeping it together, and that's all about staying organized. As you start to collect favorites and bookmarks, you're going to want to organize them in a way that makes things easier to find. So go ahead and click on your bookmarks or favorites menu. From this pull down, you should see an option that says Organize Favorites. Now, that's going to let you make folders and group your favorites or bookmarks together in a way that makes the most sense for you to find things. So if you'll see right now, I've only got a few bookmarks in here, but you probably will have a lot more. So right now I've got YouTube, Library of Congress, About.com, Wikipedia, and I'm a gamer, so I go to a site called GameSpot on a regular basis. So these are very different websites, so I should probably group them together in a way that makes more sense. What I'm going to do is start with a folder called Research. And this is going to be a folder where I put all of those favorites and bookmarks that have to do with me researching for school. So I'm going to go ahead and click and drag the Library of Congress into this folder, and Wikipedia, and also About.com. So that's going to keep all of those favorites together in a group called Research. GameSpot, I'm going to go ahead and start a new folder for that. There's a lot of different sites I go to for gaming. I'm going to put GameSpot in that folder. Any new websites I go to, I can now put in the right folder so I can find them a lot easier. So remember, the favorites bar or bookmarks bar is for websites you visit frequently. Put those there and organize your favorites and bookmarks into folders to make them a lot easier to find. And this will make sure you work smart and work efficiently. Thanks for watching.